This is going to be a quick video that describes how to fix the problem where your GFX control box is flashing high on the display along with the preset value. It's a very simple thing to fix. So the way that you fix it is you have two buttons on the front of the panel meter. We're going to enter programming mode by simultaneously holding down both buttons while powering the box on. This enters programming mode. Hit the gray button to switch to yes. Then hold down the red button. While holding down the red button, press the gray button. Set the range to 0 to 10 volts. It should already be set there. You can toggle through any of these menu values by hitting the gray button. So we'll just hit it until it goes to 0 to 10, and we will hold down the red and press the gray to go to the next one. The next one is the sampling frequency, how frequently it will be updating the value on your display. Go ahead and set that to 0.5, 1/2 of a second. Hold the red, push the gray. The low value setting, you have 0, 0.0. This is the number of decimal places we want displayed. We don't need a bunch of decimal places. We'll set this to one single decimal place, 0. Hold the red, press the gray. The voltage value at which the system will display low will be selected next. Oh, we gotta choose, this should be set to 0. So we'll use the gray button to change a digit, and we'll move between the different numbers by tapping the red button, and we'll set this to 0 volts. Hold the red, press the gray. Now this is the minimum number that's going to be displayed on your display when the adjustment is all the way low at basically 0 PSI. Okay, we'll set that to 0. Hold the red, yep, and move all the way through there. Hold the red, press the gray. Now this is the one that's going to fix you right here, okay? High voltage alarm value. So this is the voltage, the input voltage coming from the sensor at which it's going to display, hey, I'm too high. This is what's causing your problem. So this is probably set at 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this at 10.5 volts. So go through and change all your numbers. We'll set this to 10.5. Go over here, set that to a 5. Go over, set that to 0. Go over, set that to a 1. Okay? And then when you're done, hold the red, press the gray. Oh. Now this is the highest number that's displayed. So when you're all the way over here and you're at 3000 PSI, now this sensor on your GFX block is a 3000 PSI sensor, so that this is what we're choosing here is what number corresponds with 3000 PSI. Now typically these have been set so that the number 100 corresponds to 3000 PSI, okay? But if you want to get really fancy, guys, you could come over and do this. You could set it so that it's actually in hydraulic pressure by setting it to 3000. So if you want your adjustment on this readout to read the same as the gauge and back, you could set it to 3000. Or what we typically do is we just set it to a 0 to 100 scale, okay? This is a latching trigger function that is not used. Set it to no. Again, no. Total, no. End programming to complete the programming process is yes. So then we set that to yes, hold the red, tap the gray, and we're done programming. Okay. And this reads 0. Now let's come over here and let's test what we've done. So we've got a hydraulic pump here, okay? And here's the gauge, reading the hydraulic pressure. This thing is really annoying. Okay, so here I've got it at 500. It reads 17. We go up. Okay, go all the way up here to 2000. Reads 64. Okay, now let's do this. Hold on. Let's go back here. We're going to go back into programming mode. Hold down both buttons. Turn it on. Go to yes. 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 We'll keep that the same. Keep that the same. Low is at 0. Keep that the same. Low number 0. High number 10.5 volts. We'll go here, okay? And let's do the 3000. Oh man, I screwed that up. Go over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No. 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 End programming. Yes. Notice how the number displayed here, 450, equates extremely closely to the gauge pressure there, okay? And we're actually reading the true hydraulic pressure on your gauge, okay? So if you want this display to read the true hydraulic pressure, set it the way I just did to 3000. If you want it to read on a 0 to 100 scale, then go ahead and set that number to 100. So this concludes the video on how to fix your high flashing problem and also gives you an additional tip on how to set this display. Thanks.